Everyone, here we go with the last slam of the year, US Open 2019. If you haven't traded a slam before, you're in for a treat and an experience. You're going to have so many matches starting at the same time. 4 o'clock today. If you try and follow them all, follow the scores in them all, you're going to get a little bit overwhelmed. Try and pick out 3, 4, maybe 5 matches that you're really interested in and follow those at first. You do want to follow them all, a bit more experience. Use a site like Flash Scores, tennis24.com, where you've got all the matches in a relatively small space, and also if you click the live games tab at the top, it will just show you the games that have actually started. Okay, 64 matches today. Would you believe it? Yes, you would, because I moan about it every time there's a slam. We'll just crack on, and I'll start with the ladies. Okay, Bogdan starts. Bogdan starts as favourite, but I think she's going to have some problems today. I'm looking to lay her around about 1.4, 1.45 and get out about 1.9. Dart should take at least a set in that one. Hera should be reasonably comfortable in her match. She starts too low though. Be great if she got broken early. Bouchard, Sevastova. Sevastova's been disappointing this year. Not quite as disappointing as Bouchard's been for the last 3-4 years. Sevastova leads their previous matches 2-1. Last time they played was May 2017 on clay. Sevastova won that in 2. Bouchard won their only hardcourt match in 2016. That was in a 3rd set tiebreak. Overall results favour Sevastova. Bouchard has lost her last 11 matches. Sevastova's got better hardcourt results, but as I say, he's not having a great season. She's won 3 of her last 10 on hardcourt, so not spectacular. She reached the semi-finals last year, so she's got a lot to play for. Quarter-finals in the 2 years before that. Certainly won't be back in at 1.25. And ideally I want her to lose the first set before I back her. 2 weeks to go, my voice is going already. Garcia, Jabber. First time they've played. Overall results slightly favoured Garcia in the last 12 months and this season. She's in a really poor run at the minute. She's starting games reasonably well, but as soon as something goes against her, her confidence is just shot to pieces. Jabber also isn't having a good season though. And I think if Garcia can make a decent start, that she's going to just scrape through this one. I don't think it's going to be an impressive performance for her. I'll be backing Garcia around about 1.9. And to be honest, if she takes the first set, I might just call it a day on that one. On to Kasatkina. Kasatkina 2-1 in the previous matches. Last time they played October 2018 on an indoor hardcourt. Kasatkina in 2 sets. The other matches were both on hard courts. Overall results favour Konta. Both have struggled for consistency this year. Kasatkina, more recent form has been better on hard courts. She reached the 2nd round of her last 4 hardcourt tournaments, which doesn't sound spectacular, but compared to how she was playing at the start of the year, that's pretty good. She's beaten Kerber and Strichkova recently. Good chance of 3 sets in that one. Lay Konta if she breaks first, and lay the set 1 winner. A little bit surprised by the price in the Martic. Zidansek 0.25 on Martic. She has won their only previous match. That was April this year on clay, 3 sets. Overall results favour her. Hardcourt results are quite even in the last year and also this season. Longer term hardcore results do favour Zidansek. Got to be some pressure on her. I think she's going to take that to 3 sets. 1.25 does suggest that there's an injury to Zidansek that I don't know about. But it's still worth a lay on Martic around about 1.2. Take some liability out at 1.4. Let's say a chance of 3 sets in that one. Dias Barty, not likely to be too much of a contest. Nice Barty loses the first set. Stozer still having disappointing results. Occasionally comes out with a decent serving set rather than a match. Alex won their only previous match on clay. That was May this year. That went to 3 sets. Stronger results for her. Hard court results also favour her. She's reached the 3rd round in Toronto. She lost in Cincinnati to Halep, but took her to 3 sets. Dosa may well start the better of the two. So let's hope she does, and we can back Alexandrova when she gets broken. Suese should be okay in that one. Not a great price. Really, we need her to get broken and for Kepelova to hold her own serve. Could be an interesting one. Gasparian, Priscilla Hon. First time they've played. Overall results pretty even. Although Hon plays a mix of ITF and WTA tournaments. She's got better hardcourt results as well. Good chance of 3 sets. Lay Gasparian 1.3. Take some liability out 1.6. Niculescu. Yastremska. First time they've played. 12-month results favour Yastremska. 12-month hardcourt results are also better, but they're more closely matched on hardcourts. In 2019, Niculescu has a surprisingly decent, and that's as much as I'd say, record on hardcourts. If she's got a head-on straight today, she can cause a few problems in this one. I don't expect an upset, but I will wait for Yastremska to lose the first set before backing her. We can try a lay. I'd rather wait to see how Niculescu is playing, to be honest. If you want to try a lay around about 1.15 to 1.2 on Yastremska and take some liability out, 1.45-ish. Go ahead and try it. Davis Larson. I can't see that being too much of a contest. Larson can occasionally throw in a decent performance. She isn't having a good season. Davis should be too strong for her. 1.31 is no price to be backing any of these women. Back her if she loses the first set. I think we need a bit of patience in the first rounds of slams. Ferro Gavrilova. Ferro starts as favourite. Head-to-head's 1-1. Ferro won on grass in June this year. Gavrilova on clay in 2015. Overall results are better for Ferro. Hardcourt results are also better for her. She reached the 2nd round in New York as a qualifier. I'm looking for 1.9 and Ferro to take that one. Swiatek, I think, is going to be too strong in the end for Djokovic, but I think it's going to be competitive. Lay her around about 1.15, take some liability out, 1.35, 1.40. I think there's a chance that goes to 3. But I would expect Swiatek to take the win. Kerber, who knows with Kerber? She does lead 4-1 against Mladenovic. Most recent October 2018 on a hardcourt. Kerber in 2 sets. She has won all 5 of their hardcourt matches. As it's a slam, I think she's going to be focused. She isn't having her best season ever. Kerber did win this title in 2016. Reached the 3rd round last year. She should be winning this one. No value at 1.29, as Kerber can beat herself some days. If she loses the first set, that's going to be a theme in the first round. At Kerber if she loses the first set. Rybakina Makova. Got to go with Makova on that one. First time they've played. Overall results are strong for both. Makova's been better on hard courts. Rybakina has come through the qualifying rounds, so she'll be used to conditions a little bit more. Chance of 3 sets, but I favour Makova to win. I'm looking for 1.9 before a backer. Sasnovich Brady. First time they've played, better overall results for Brady. Also has the edge on a hard court. Sasnovich reached the 3rd round last year, so she should be reasonably motivated. Brady reached the 4th round in 2017. Chance of 3 sets. Black Brady 1.85. Kuzmova, Van Houtbank. Houtbank's got a poor record on hard courts. Last time they played was on grass last year. Kuzmova won that one. Houtbank won indoors 2018. For some reason, Van Houtbank has a poor record on hard courts. She's got a good serve, so there's no real reason why that should be the case. Maybe her reactions are a little bit too slow. If she serves well, she can keep it close. I'm looking for 2.1 on Kuzmova. Lepchenko. Lepchenko leads previous matches 2-1. I see some value on Lepchenko in that one. Lay Peng around 1.4, remove liability 1.8, and it's worth laying the set 1 winner. Gari 2-0 against Georgie. Most recent was earlier this month, so on a hard court, 2 sets. But both the matches were on hard courts. I'm looking to back Sakari around 1.85. Georgie played the final on Saturday in New York. She lost that one even though she was a breakup in the final set. Not had a lot of time to recover from that tournament, and I think that's just going to give Sakari enough to get past it. Chance of 3 sets. Svitolina should be comfortable. She, for the last 3 seasons at the US Open, she's played 3 sets. There's a chance she's going to start slowly again today, but she's not going to lose that one. That's just killed her chances. Venus against Zheng. Venus has won their only previous match. That was 2015. Overall results favour her. Hard court results are also better. Chance of 3 sets, but I think Zheng's going to be running out of steam. Definitely if it goes to 3 sets. Venus around 2.1. Tricky one there with Golubic and Zhang. Golubic has got better overall results, and her hardcore results are also better in the last 12 months than 2019. Don't know how fit she is. She lost in the qualifying rounds last week, got a lucky loser place, and then in the main draw she won just 1 game against Ferro, so she obviously wasn't interested. Is that because she wanted to prepare for this week? She can't seriously think she's got a chance of too many points in a slam. You never know, just be careful on that one. I don't trust Golubic due to possible fitness issues, and I don't trust Zhang due to form, so I won't be touching that one. On to the next one. Dolhide and Wang. First time they've played. 12-month results favour Wang. They're quite even in 2019, although Dole plays mainly ITF events. I think Dole can be competitive, but I've got to go with Wang to win that one. Let's hope she gets broken first. Should be a fairly comfortable one for the Chinese player. Frech and Siegmund, first time they've played. A lot of first time meetings today. Frech has better results, although she plays mainly ITF events, which is obviously usually against weaker opponents. Hard court results are also better. Siegmund's last main tour main draw win on hard courts was at the Australian Open in January when she beat Azarenka. Give Frech the edge today. I haven't put, don't think there was a market up on Betfair when I looked at that one. I'm pricing them pretty even. Chance of 3 sets. Frech has the edge. Kenin, you'd think would be too strong for Van der Wey, who's trying to come back from injury. She hasn't been performing too badly. She's been improving, but if Kenin's anywhere near her best, she's going to win that one. back in, and if she loses the first set, that's about all I'm going to be looking for in that one. McNally, Baczynski. McNally beat her in March this year on a hard court in 3 sets. She's got better overall results. Hard court results are quite even, though. Recent results favour McNally, and I give her the edge to win. However, I think it's going to be 3 sets. And I'm going to look to back the American around about 1.9. Zhu and another Wang. Lots of Wangs knocking about. First time they've played, overall results favour Wang. Both are strong hardcourt results. Wang plays ITF tournaments, although she's had a lot of success in ITF this year. Zhu plays a mix of WTA and ITF. She reached the second round in New York last week as qualifier, but retired after her retired from a match with Cornet. So that's going to give, I think, Wang a little bit more of a chance than she would have had. The market does think that as well. She starts around 1.7. Value on Zhu, I think we see 3 sets. So slight chance for Wang to take that one. Serena against Sharapova. Serena 19-3 in their previous meetings. The most recent meeting, if you can call it that, was at the French Open when Sharapova won by walkover. Sharapova's other wins were on grass and indoors. Serena retired from the final in Toronto at the start of this month. I think if she doesn't think she's able to compete, she will pull out, even though it's the US Open. She won't want to get beaten at the US Open by Sharapova. So the fact if she turns up on court, she thinks she's fit enough to win it. And let's hope she makes what has almost been a trademark slow start on serve and gets broken. And the other one, Keys, has been a little bit inconsistent this year, but more recently has started to get things working properly. She won the title in Cincinnati 2 weeks ago. Reached the semi-finals last season and the final in 2017 at the US Open. No value on that one, and to be honest, I don't want to lay Keys the way she's been serving. So you can guarantee she's going to lose the first set 6-love. Doy's not impressing anybody this season. Right, that's it for the ladies. Quick drink. And on to the men's. Now, usually very little value in the men's, but when I was going through these, there's a lot of tight matches for first rounds. Let's see what we've got. Berdych, struggling a little bit. Hasn't played that many matches. He's started to play better. He's not looking at his best. He shouldn't need to be at his best for this one. Brooksby is very inexperienced. He has come through the qualifying rounds. I don't think he's going to beat Berdych. There's a chance that Berdych could relax if he goes 2 sets up. So Brooksby may take a set, but no value on Berdych there. It'd be great if Brooksby takes the first set. Darcy Slajovic. The price is a little bit of a surprise on that one. 1.25 on Lajovic. The head-to-head's 1-1. Most recent October 2017 on hardcourt. Darcy's in 2. Lajovic won on clay in May 2013 in 3 sets. Their overall results are quite even. Slight edge to Darcy's. Long-term hardcourt results also favour Darcy's. This is only his 3rd hardcourt event of the season. He's obviously had some problems. He made the semi-finals in Pune in January. Lost in straight sets to Coric at the Australian Open. Probably some value at this price on Darcy's. He's going to take a set, but I do expect Lajovic to win. I think it's probably worth laying Lajovic around about 1.25. Take some out at 1.5. and definitely back him if he loses the first set. Vuksovic, Basilashvili. Vuksovic 5-2 in the previous matches. Most recent was on grass in June. He won in 3 sets. Won their only hardcourt match in 2013. It's not hugely relevant. His hardcourt results, hang on a second, overall results favour Basilashvili, sorry. Their hardcourt results, his hardcourt results are also stronger. Looks like it's going to be 4 or 5 sets. Back Basil at 1.9. Come on, Throat, you can do it. Garin Eubanks, first time they've played. Overall results favour Garin. His hardcourt record isn't great. He has the occasional decent results and did beat Isner in Montreal last month. Eubanks should take at least a set. I'm going to be backing Garin if he loses set 1. Tricky one there, Kudla Tipsarevic. Tipsarevic, very talented player, has had some injury issues. You think when he plays a decent set or a decent match that he's on his way back, and then he'll throw in an absolute stinker. This is the first time they've played. Slight edge to Tipsarevic. He also has the edge on hard courts, so there's some value on him. He really should take at least a set. Lay Kudla around 1.4, take some liability out at 1.8. It's difficult to pick a winner on that one. Kudla's been a little bit more consistent, but not a lot. Don't go crazy with stake size on that one. Montero Clan. Montero won their only previous match, that was on clay. Favourite surface. Overall results favour him as well. Clan's got better hardcourt results. I'm going to back him around about 1.85. Nishikori should have no problems against a clay quarter. Fonini Opelka, another long match, I think. First time they've played. Overall results quite even. Opelka's hardcourt results are a little better. Fonini reached the quarterfinals in Montreal, where he lost in 3 sets to Nadal. He's having a decent season. Just outside the top 10 once again. Opelka, decent on hard courts. Typical American player, big serve. Not too much else to back it up. Reached the semi-finals in Atlanta, 3rd round in Miami. Fairly closely matched. Definitely some value on Fonini as underdog. Lay Opelka around about 1.5, and I'm going with Fonini to win that one. Medvedev should be very comfortable in that one. I doubt he's going to drop a set. Herbert and Domino, head-to-heads 1-1. Some value on Herbert in that one. I favour Domino to take it, back him if he loses the first set. Manarino and Evans should be a long match. Results favour Evans. He's also been stronger on hard courts, back him around evens, 4 or 5 sets in that one. Delian, poor on hard courts. Su Wu Quan is having a good year. Bless him. 1.12 is no sort of price. I think he's going to take it in straight sets, to be honest. So it's worth a lay at that price, but Delian really is dog shit on hard courts. Djokovic, defending champ. I don't think he's going to have any problems in that one. Crazy price. Try a lay and hope for a miracle at 1.1 to get liability out. Kecmanovic against Jer. Ketch won the previous match. That was on a hard court, 2019. His overall results are stronger. Hard court results are stronger. No value unless he loses the first set. Kohlschreiber and Puy. Not too much in their results, although more recent results favour Puy. He also leads 2-1 in their head-to-head. I want to back him if he loses the first set. Kohlschreiber's been up and down this year. He has as well, but he's been more consistent recently, so I'm going with him to win that one. Goffin, I can see dropping a set there, but he's not going to lose that one to Mute. Query, you would expect to have a superb record on hard courts, but he doesn't. If you look at his face when he's playing, you can imagine his brain's struggling to get through the treacle that's in there. It's the first time they've played, so maybe his reactions aren't quite fast enough either. Query's got better overall results. Londero's been playing reasonably well, but hasn't on hard courts recently. Hasn't met any superstars. Very really should win that one. Clearly no value. That's one of the back him if he loses the first set. Norrie, I think, is going to take that one. Barrère isn't having an amazing season. Norrie did beat him on a hard court in July this year. Overall results a little better for Barrère. Norrie has better hard court results. I think he's going to take that, but not at 1.36. Back him if he loses the first set. It could be worth laying. I've trusted Barrère a few times recently and he's let me down, so I'm a little bit wary of laying Norrie. You do want to lay 1.25, take some liability out 1.5. Oric and Donskoy. Oric I do expect to win, but I don't think he's going to have it all his own way. I do think he will drop a set. Let's hope it's the first one. Hopfer and Muna. Muna's pretty poor on hard courts. Occasionally throws in a decent performance, and I think he's going to take a set today. I'm looking for 1.8 on the German. Seppi Dimitrov. Dimitrov not having a good year. Seppi started well, as he often does, and then faded. He's had some tough opponents, so I think Seppi's got a chance there. There's definitely value on him, and he's going to take at least a set. Lay Dimitrov around 1.25 to 1.3. Take some liability out at 1.6. Very good chance for Seppi there. Unless Dimitrov finds some inspiration with it being a slam. Lorenzi is in as lucky loser. Does he replace Anderson? I think he does. I think he does. Zachary Svadja playing his first match as a pro, and it's at the US Open. Gets a wild card. He's going to get battered. Lorenzi's not a superstar, but he's going to win that one comfortably. I'm not really sure why he's 1.46 in that one. It's the first time they've played. Bench 3. You bench a tree? How do you bench a tree? That's a hell of a bench press. His hardcore results are better. Frenchman, that is. He's come through the qualifying rounds. His best hardcore court results were in challenges, but there's still some value on him. I can see that being 4 or 5 sets. Lays them her around 1.3. Strange price. Hope I'm not proved wrong. Berankis Vesely. Berankis starts as favourites. First time they've played, he's got stronger results. Hardcore results are also better for him. Vesely's come through the qualifying round. Should be a close match. Berankis at 2.2. Herc, I think, is going to be too strong for Shardy there, but I think Shardy will take a set. Looking for Herc to lose the first set. Jarry's had a bit of a break. He was down to play Raonic, who was pulled out. So we have a lucky loser. Maybe not too much of a break for Jarry, as his opponent now has got better overall results in the last 12 months and also better hardcourt results. I'm looking to lay Jarry round about 1.6, take some liability out at 2.2, and I'll lay the set one winner in that one. Nishioka having a pretty good year, especially on hard courts. As long as there's no problem with his fitness, he's going to win this one. We could try a lay around about 1.2, remove some liability at 1.4. And let's hope Nishioka loses the first set. Pella really improved his all-round game recently. Takes on Karina Buster. Buster has won their only previous match. That was on an indoor court in 2 sets in 2017. Overall results for the last 12 months and this year actually favour Pella. Buster has much better hard court results. Pella's recent form on hard courts has really picked up. That's not going to be easy. I do favour Buster to win. Could easily be a 5-setter. Lay Pella around 1.7, so I'm looking for a slow start for Buster. Remove some liability at 2.2. I give Karina Buster the edge to win that one. Lay the first set winner. Tricky one there. Sock Cuevas. Sock has been terrible for ages, and Cuevas isn't great on hard courts. Not quite a coin toss. I can't trust Sock the way he's been playing. There's a chance he's going to find a little bit of inspiration by being in front of his home crowd. It's the US Open. Overall results favour Cuevas. Sock has lost all 4 of his hardcourt matches in 2019 and has won 1 of 8 in the last 12 months. It is impossible to back Sock, for me anyway, based on that. That doesn't mean he's not going to win. I'm going to wait for 1.9 on Cuevas and hope that he has a good day on serve. Fritz against Lopez. Lopez started playing well in the grass season. Obviously enjoyed his time playing doubles with Andy Murray. Fritz, I think, is going to take this one, but I don't think he wins in straight sets. I think because we've got a decent chance of tie breaks, we could lay Fritz around about 1.15, 1.2, something like that, and remove liability at 1.4. And I'm hoping Lopez takes the first set to back Fritz. Wawrinka struggling for consistency. You think he's sorted his problems out, and he has a poor loss. First time they've played. Sinner, pretty inexperienced, but he's playing well in the matches that he has played. Wawrinka really should be able to control this match, but he certainly can't be backed anywhere near 1.22. It's worth backing if he loses the first set. And Federer isn't going to have any problems in that one. So that's one of the longest videos probably we're going to have this week. 64 matches. We've got the same again tomorrow. I'll be in the chat room from 4ish. We'll see you tomorrow for the next video.